What's up, everybody? I'm at work right now, so I'm trying to be low key. Facing the front in case people come in and shit. I might just nod off and say hi to people during the video. I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick about my experiences lately. Maybe you have your own. This is gonna be on some straight pimp and shit. So if you've never been on pimp status, probably just a hater, because you can't achieve these things, and people are just dealt different cards in their life. I was thinking of naming this or titling this "These Hoes Ain't Loyal." I think there's a hose emoji, like a garden hose, or "These hoes ain't it" type shit, for the age restriction. Because most of my videos and my whole channel in general is age restricted. My shroom video could be unrestricted, because there's videos out there that are unrestricted and it's basically the same shit. But I'm still blessed. My shit's still going up. So it's just not where it could be. But it's whatever. But yeah, it's like 3 in the morning right now. I'm in the home stretch. Tired as fuck. I did shit throughout the day, so I'm a little more fatigued than regularly, even with the energy drink. But like I was saying, these hoes, man, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? So recently, and it's just been progressing throughout the years more and more. These situations where girls I meet will present themselves and come at me and drop these hints and come at me in a manner that makes them look single, and the whole time they got a mans and shit. And before, when I was a laddie, probably around 16 is when I started catching this shit and like developing this mentality where it's like, am I tripping or bitches is friendly? Over time, you'll learn that these bitches really ain't shit. But like I was saying before, I'd be geeked, I'd pride myself on that notion that if I could fuck your bitch, I'm that dude, I'm him, I'm that nigga, you feel me? So it still is kind of an ego boost, but at the same time, over time, I just be paranoid, because I'm like, what if I got me a little something, and she doing the same shit? I'm built different, so I doubt that would happen. And if I catch on or even feel myself in that space where I feel like anxious that a bitch is gonna be on that, I'm just gonna remove myself and let you take that L. I've done it multiple times. It's hurt, but it's always been worth it than settling. And I'm just glad I've never folded. I've definitely been in positions where I could have been on that, even if I didn't know the dude was a stranger, and I've contemplated, like, yeah, if I don't fucking know you at all, and especially if you come off as a fucking douchebag, I'll think about it, I'll entertain it, but I probably won't actually do it, because karmically I feel like they could come back, and I don't want that shit coming back. So yeah, it's just pretty surprising how you bitches would just drop everything for someone you see is like, you know, him. And one thing I realized lately is women have a completely different reality than men. Like 10% of men can experience the same shit women do when it comes to dating and like the whole market and shit. In terms of like people or bitches flocking to you, and 90% of women experience that no matter what league you're in, whatever rating you're in, whatever bracket you're in. And it's just like there's a severe imbalance in that, and it's like people don't really acknowledge it, especially women. um but yeah, so like the whole notion that dudes are like ain't shit and that man ain't shit, you know, I feel like that's heavier on in society when like women are like the gatekeepers of dating in general, not just sex and shit. Like y'all pretty much just are constantly power tripping over that shit. So yeah, that's just a recent observation. But one thing I do know is there's two things I know is that if you're dating someone seriously, you're actually in a relationship and you're like entertaining other people, even if you just want the validation, like that just shows how messy you are and how like insecure you are. Like nothing's probably ever gonna work out for you if you don't internalize why you're doing all that shit and shit. You're probably just snowballing into something even worse too. You know, who am I to judge? Only God could judge you and me. I'm just making these godly observations. And I still don't fold. I know it's rare, but there's, I know there's like a single girl out there that isn't on these games and shit, doesn't really need to entertain anyone or have like a fill-in person just so they're not lonely. Like what? I just don't take this shit personally. Like I used to think it was because of me. Like what's wrong with me? Am I ugly? Am I like what is it? You know? But that always was a waste of time. Cause most of the time when people are on grimy, dumb shit, that's an internal thing. That's whatever the fuck you got going on in your life. You need to sort that shit out. And most people won't, you know, they're just gonna become their parents, whatever relationship their parents have, and you know, most people just become their parents and whatever weird shit they're on, you kinda get an insight into how their life was and shit, you know. Nobody's perfect, but it's like I don't know. Maybe I'm just too self-aware, and not too many people are that aware. I can't remember what the other point I was trying to make. I said people are messy. If they do that, I completely forgot what the other point was. But that's it for today. I gotta take a shit. Thank y'all for watching.